exactly. And here we go, we have Cypher ready.
Well, Neutrino has had unusually good games in his history before, if you know what I mean, and if you don't, I will tell you later.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
But right now we're going with the second round of 12 game for today. It's Xron versus Cypher, best of 5, map number 1, Cure.
Yep, and I am on Xron off the bat. He's gonna get caught off guard by Cypher, who's dealing massive damage with the rockets and then chasing with the LG. And that's gonna be a crater for the first death here. Cypher already putting that emote there. And Xron losing his second frag to another crater. What is going on here? Gravity is the worst enemy of Xron here.
Whoa.
Cypher finally getting his first actual frag, and it's already a 3 frag difference. Oh man. I don't think this was what we were expecting right away here.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah. All these craters. Come on, Xron, show us what you're made of. I know you can do better than crater twice in the first minute.
Time to wake up and play some Quake.
Yeah, good old Quack here.
Cypher missing a couple of rails. He's not gonna be whipped about it. But
I mean, Xron landing
characteristically Xron, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna help him. Even let's hope he's not too demoralized after losing 2 frags to gravity.
Let's say fuck-ups happen. It's a minute and a half. You know, he panicked. Let's
right now,
give him...
Xron is doing great here.
Right.
He's doing a lot of damage, and he's getting the rail finish, even though he could have just used the MG to finish off. Doesn't matter, he's getting the mega health, and he is also getting the red armor. Cypher showing himself to deal some damage, but misses the rocket, so it's gonna be even better for Xron.
That's like a big switcher all of a sudden. Oh, really?
That rocket jump, and Xron just perfect timing to showing himself around, getting the LG streak. No chance for Cypher to stay out alive there.
Wow, that's not what you see every day.
Yeah, I mean, the rocket jump was reasonable, but Xron just showing himself at the correct time. Just great timing.
Yeah, so far we were at 1-2, and right now Xron is... Wow, Cypher is actually repaying the favor to Xron, shafting him up the ass while he drops.
And this could be one more frag for Xron. Cypher defending himself with the MG. He of course got the red armor, so he did have the stack for it. But I think trying to deal the damage with the MG against a lightning gun, that's not gonna be the best way to do it. Good rockets by Cypher, just keeps Xron off the bay, not doing that much damage, but that's gonna secure himself the mega health.
What's going on?
Cypher's gonna go all aggressive to the red armor. I don't think Xron was expecting him to
Did he rocket jump to that room? It looked like that.
Yeah,
like he prepared himself.
He must have.
Wow. That's insane. And immediately 2 frags for Belarusian player. I have no idea what's going on.
And a while ago we had that Cypher levitation. He was just helping Xron to not get another crater by pushing him from below. Oh man. Excellent stuff here.
Good Cypher left
low. Cypher left low, and Xron just playing his patience, getting the armor, getting the frag, and he's making it a close game against one of these top players of the world. There we go, dropped by Cypher, and he's actually dealing more damage here. Xron missing the rockets, but he's gonna hit 3 of those plasma balls, and that's gonna be even more. That's some really heavy plasma damage, but Cypher still left alive. Now it's a good time just leg it when you have 7 health.
I'm impressed by Xron that he was able to pick himself up after that stupid start, and not only pick himself up, but he's contesting and he's in this.
Yeah, and he's doing surprising good here on Kier, which was of course Cypher's pick. And there we go, 1 rail by Cypher. Second one, that's gonna be all of the mega health burned out already. And Cypher getting himself the red without any contest.
Yeah. Right now, Cypher has around 100 stack advantage. Again, just flying into the air.
He's playing
with the
super
rockets.
aggressive. He's showing no respect to Xron here.
No.
And I guess that's
Likewise,
one of the
Xron
reasons why
is
it's such a tight game so far. I mean, 5-minute warning and it's 4-2. And Cypher once more left pretty low, but he has the 50 to fall back on and this yellow armor, so he's gonna have once more a fighting stack. Nothing you're too comfortable with, but still, it's something.
I don't know, Cypher just seems to be playing like Avec 2 weeks ago, and that's not a compliment.
That's, yeah, I mean, Avec, when he plays his top game, that's good. Avec right now, not
Not
good
so
either.
great. He needs some tweaking, in my opinion. It's I mean, I'm not gonna criticize fucking Avec. I'm not insane.
Yeah, that's correct.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's not the level as he used to be.
No, I'm not gonna tell him what to do.
He's just out of shape.
Yeah.
And that's normal. We see players out of shape. You remember Strength's performance 2 months ago?
Yeah, I
That
did.
was quite embarrassing as well from what we've used to see from him.
Absolutely.
I'm sure he could have kicked my ass any day, but still.
Yeah. And right now, Cypher is... I seriously think that he's giving Xron too much freedom on this map.
Yeah, right now
And
he's,
Xron is capable player enough to cause a silly screw up and punish him in a way that he may not be able to recover in time.
Yeah. I mean, his let's run get to 200, and is Cypher seriously playing the clock at 3-minute mark right now? He's dealing damage here at the choke point, but he's also receiving some, and Xron is getting the red armor, so that's gonna be overall a lot better fight for Xron. And Xron a bit too impatient with the rail, finally missing one. I mean, hitting one, and Cypher also hitting one. There's gonna be an even trade there. Good job by Xron hitting this.
Yeah, let's check accuracies by the way. I mean, both players are lacking a little bit in the rail department. 37 Xron, 34 Cypher.
Yeah, it's not optimal.
No, they would like to be hitting a little bit more. And it maybe shows a little bit of a destruction of the map, because the game has been so weird at this point and still keep getting weirder and weirder. Cypher just hitting 2 facial rockets right onto Xron when he had him trapped in the corner, which saved his bacon totally. And he's dishing additional damage with the rail, chipping away that stack, getting himself a red in the meantime, so that's finally some quality play from Cypher.
Yep.
And he gets the frag, a couple of good moves, and
Xron
finishes off with the point.
Yeah, I think Xron was playing a bit too aggressive there after taking even damage already. I mean, he was hoping to get the frag, but going close range with Cypher when you don't have the resources for it, that's not gonna be the best idea. That's just one of those risks that did not pay off. And Cypher leading 6-3 now. And 2 minutes left on the clock. There he goes, Xron trapped at the LG. This was a horrible time to go for it, but he's actually defending himself very well. Cypher finally getting his frag, and he can go for the item as well.
Well, also damage with that lightning gun. And again, Cypher dangerously low, but utilizing the moment of distraction from Xron and hitting the rail in the back. I mean, there's still time for Xron. He ideally would like to do something right now, and what he does is it's a rail, so that's not an optimal play for the situation. Let's go. This is the time to act.
Yeah, he really needs to push right now. It's 4 frags to make, and he hasn't been able to make, or actually he's made 5 frags in total. I'm forgetting the negatives. But yeah, right now it's just gonna be so hard, and he's missing the rockets even though Cypher is standing still. That's the next level dodge we see sometimes. Players expecting the opponent to move, but they're actually standing still and all the shots are missing.
Yeah.
It could just be Xron being a bit shaky here.
And also it's like right now Cypher's comfortable. It's gonna be borderline impossible to... not borderline possible. Impossible to get 4 frags in 30 seconds, so... he didn't push that fight as he would if he would still be in the game. But
Yep.
secure map number 1 for Cypher.
Yeah, that's gonna be the GG.
Wouldn't say it's a surprise.
Yeah, it's not a real surprise, but the way it started playing out was quite surprising. Yeah. Unfortunately for Xron, he wasn't able to carry it all the way home. I'm sure he's happy with his performance here. I mean, putting this much of a fight against Cypher, that's already something to be proud of.
He either is happy with his performance or unhappy with Cypher's performance. This is what I think. I mean, it's not like Cypher's playing bad, but he's like his attitude is clearly like happy today.
Vote now. Vote passed.
At least I would read it that way. I might be completely wrong, but I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, you have a point there. I don't know if the point managed to carry to everyone who's watching, but let's just say Kozel has a point and let's make him happy with it. Anyway, we're getting the second map starting here anytime soon. And it's gonna be silence. Of course, this is Xron's pick here, and Cypher was actually trying to remove this map before he was told he needs to pick a map
not
instead
his
of
favorite.
gold. But yeah, here we go, a game starting, and I am on Xron of the spawn here. That's gonna be very unfortunate. He was
and it
doing
cost him his life. So frustrating. The rocket did no damage. And Cypher's punishing again. Wow.
I mean, that was a risky move there, of course, but it could have paid off if you go aggressive like that. This time Cypher getting the better end out of it.
Yeah, and it's, right now it's Cypher's territory.
Yeah, I mean...
Xron has to be very careful.
Cypher has the first 2 frag, he has the timings on the item, and he's gonna, because of that, probably get the positional advantage for most of the fights here.
And this map can spin out of control for the player who's losing. Look at how Cypher is moving, he's just utilizing all the positions to get as much damage from the spawn as possible. He's gonna keep Xron low or dead, and immediately he switches position and already is in aggressive mode. Xron has to be very, very careful because we've already seen like 10 frag runs on this map and stuff.
Yeah, it can turn out fast if you don't play it right. But we'll see if Xron can do it. And he's actually going all aggressive, and he's getting his second frag here.
I was just about to say that chasing Cypher that has a rocket with a rail through a teleporter is not what I would call playing it smart or safe. But he managed to prevail, and he's better for it. GG then. And another crazy rocket jump from Cypher. What is it with them today? It's like
Cypher is just paying no respect at all. I mean, we saw it in Q, and that almost turned out bad for him. And right now...
He cares for our entertainment, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he wants to show that he's not playing it weak. I don't know. I mean, some of his matches last week weren't. But yeah, Xron actually dropping on Cypher's LG, but that doesn't matter. He's still getting the frag here. And it's gonna be a tight game here. Once more, Xron able to deal the damage here, but Cypher escaping somehow. Not even going for the yellow. That would have been a suicide, trying to stick around for too long, as he knew that Xron is gonna chase him. But he's still making these weird moves. I can imagine it being so hard playing against Cypher right now, when Cypher is doing these unexpected attacks all around.
Like,
it's like a kind of blitzkrieg.
I don't even know what to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, let alone how to play a game.
Yeah, and at the same time your voice is kind of lagging, so it's kind of hard
like
to hear what you're saying.
Just things are happening right now with Cyphers.
Yeah.
I guess it's part of fun.
Yeah, I guess. And right now he's also...
Let's just enjoy ourselves, you know.
Yeah, Cypher doing good damage at the red arm, and this weird attacks could be paying off, but Xron with a dire rocket. I don't think Cypher is gonna be happy about it, or maybe he's just laughing off. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, but you know, maybe there's gonna be a patch of order, so we can analyze some stuff properly. Because at the moment it's difficult to predict what's gonna happen the next half of second.
Yeah.
Let alone how the match is gonna be going for the next minute or two.
I mean, one of the best predictions you can do at the moment is Cypher's gonna attack from a weird angle. But this time Xron keeping it under control, extending his lead, and manages to catch Cypher once more right off the spawn. But it's gonna be Plasma getting the frag here. Cypher with excellent performance. Of course, when I say Plasma, I don't mean the player for Norway.
Player.
But yeah.
Both players are hitting some really crazy shots. I mean, today it's like they heavy with air rockets, face rockets, whatever rockets, grenades in the face.
Yeah, this is the playoff. This is where we get the best shots. This is where we make the frag movies.
It doesn't make much sense, but it's the most cool stuff to watch. That you will ever get.
That's true, and of course, keeping these games exciting with a move like that, that's always good. Xron getting himself the next frag here as well. And,
what a close fight between those two.
Yeah, I mean, Cypher could be getting the next frag here. Xron avoiding most of the machine gun fire and landing 2 rails. He's gonna make sure it's gonna turn out better for him. And again, landing one of the rails. Of course, Cypher one of them as well. Xron with only 1 health. Does Cypher know how low his opponent is right now?
Probably.
Yep, and he's gonna take the rocket, and there we go. He's gonna get the rail finish anyway, so I don't think he did realize how low he was.
Somehow I don't think Cypher is giving Xron lots of respect at the moment.
He's not getting him any respect during this game.
Yeah, so I'm somewhat suspecting that this is another game filled with mutual respect.
Yeah, I mean, Cypher, he knows his Cypher. He's against a player that's not that big of a name, but still, Xron is still doing good. I mean, Cypher's not paying the full respect, but Xron is using that fact.
Still hitting spectacular shots, so what do we care?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure Xron doesn't care either. He's just happy he has it here then.
Lead taken.
On the other hand, I would probably care.
Yeah. I mean,
like, what's the money in the quarterfinals? Is that $50 or something like that?
I don't even know. But yeah, these players are just playing to win. The money is not the most important factor.
The pride
in
is on stake.
It's not that big of a prize money, so you're not gonna like. You're not gonna fight for your life here. You're not gonna practice 2 weeks straight to win these games. And Cypher getting the next frag here as well. 10-2 now. 3 minutes left. Xron, if he plays his cards right, he has a very solid chance of getting back in the game. But right now it's Cypher just dealing the damage and getting the frags.
Impressive.
Oh man, right now
He's
Cypher
fast.
available, and Xron landing the shot with 10 health left. And of course Cypher manages to find his opponent fast enough as well, dealing damage, and could be getting the frag soon, but Xron avoiding it.
He's fast on the same side of the brackets as Cypher?
Yeah, it's gonna be the winner of Pavel and 7 against Faz, and that's gonna be Pavel, of course.
So, no, basically.
I mean,
Doesn't really matter. I'm just curious because Cypher versus Faz matches are always the most intense matches.
yeah, they could have made in the semi-finals, if I'm correct here.
That would be sick.
Yeah, that would be. And Cypher, of course, when we were talking about 6, Cypher's dealing with 6 shots here. And Cypher once more railable, and Xron is gonna abuse that fact and actually hit the rail. 10-4, it's still doable, but Xron not left that high. He's gonna get this red armor and the mega health is still up, so this could open some huge opportunities for him. If he
Credit to
manages
him,
just
he's trying to
convert.
make it happen. Not giving up. There's still a little bit more than a minute to go, so he's taking all his chances and attacking with rockets right now, dealing some damage. And he gets Cypher with the LG in the corridor, deals very, very decent damage. Now is the time to finish him off and roll some more. Roll.
Yeah, but the thing is, he also pays the respect. He wants to avoid a stupid mistake. He doesn't want to run into bad choke points, because that's something that's gonna totally ruin your game. But sometimes you have to take the risk.
Yes,
Time is
that's
running
the
out,
point.
and Xron needs to start taking this risk. He's played it careful, and that's not even good enough. Cypher is gonna get the next frag. 5 frags in 30 seconds. I think that's gonna be the final nail in the coffin here in this second map.
Yeah, we can clearly call it. It's 2-0 for the Belarusian player. And we're gonna proceed to the next map very, very soon. Which is gonna be...
It's gonna be T7.
T7, right. This may be interesting.
Yeah, this is gonna be good for sure.
Yeah, actually I was hoping for Xron to put more of a fight on this map. I mean, after that cure, I'm not sure about anything, but I thought that he can do something more here. Cypher paid him 0 respect, and even still he had it in the bag pretty much through the entire map. He kept him at the distance.
Yeah, he was doing it good. Of course, hitting a lot of these shots. Look at the damage he dealt, like 1,500 more damage. So that's gonna be the biggest reason why Cypher is topping this map here. And there we go. One of Xron's strongest maps, and also a map that Cypher has played a lot, of course. So
And they're not wasting any time.
Yep, they're not wasting any time here. Map is starting, and I am on Xron, who is going for the mega health and the LG right away. He could, if he would have jumped down, he could have dealt some heavy damage to Cypher at the red armor, but he wasn't going for it. He isn't taking the extra risk. Make sure he gets some of this armor in the mega health room instead. And Cypher going in aggressive, getting the first frag very early here on T7.
It was an even situation stack-wise, but Cypher's rocket is just so much better.
I mean,
right now
that was
he
a
has
surprising move once more by Cypher. He doesn't pay respect, and Xron can't anticipate all of these attacks, so he's gonna get burned for it every now and then.
They're playing cat and mouse around the pillars, but it's not gonna buy Xron that much time.
I realize.
And right now Cypher's pushing on him.
I was screwing up with the stream, but doesn't matter. Everything's fine now. Thank you, chat, for notifying me. I make mistakes. I'm a human. I'm a terrible human since I make mistakes.
You make mistakes? That means you're also fired. Right after this game.
Of course, but then you will be
back to the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, your room is the studio. I forgot. Forgot about that. No, I didn't. And 1-0 for Cypher. He's strolling around, shooting some nades. No hurry to get to the mega health.
Yeah,
and
Cypher,
it's gonna cost him red armor, unfortunately.
But he's not gonna care that much. He's with the higher stack anyway, and he's just gonna wait for these tricky ambushes here and make sure he deals.
Wow!
This. Oh man, going for the second rail. That was a ballsy move by Cypher, and he's getting the second frag here, and that was far from clean here. But I think he's still quite happy. The red armor is spawning in a second, and Cypher losing on it could be a huge deal, as Cypher has next to 0 armor here.
Yeah. I mean, that last fight was way close to the Cypher, or ideal you want it to be. But yeah, it's like each time Xron does something, it's like Cypher just wakes up for a moment, pushes him away, does that damage, and just gets back to the trolling around mode.
I think
like
most of
right
these times when Cypher lets things slip by, like losing those items, it's all calculated. I mean, Cypher could just wait for the ambush. He already had the high stack. Doesn't matter if his opponent has the red armor or not. He's gonna get the frag anyway. His Cypher. Oh man, what an unfortunate rocket jump there. That was clearly not calculated, or if it was,
Yeah, with this one, with this jump, I mean, again, it's like, it's even difficult to like focus on commentating in this game, because if the player isn't taking it very seriously, it's hard to find something to cling in this game. Let's switch to Xron. He's taking it seriously.
yeah. I mean, he's playing it
look,
slow. He's playing
immediately
more...
there's stuff to talk about.
Yeah, he's still in the red army. He has a pretty high stack, and he's going aggressive against Cypher here on this mega area, managing to push him down. And that's some huge damage he does with the plasma. Can he get the rail to finish it off? That's gonna be a no so far. As he knows exactly where his opponent is.
Oh!
What a great drop with the rocket launcher, hit the direct, and a 50 damage, and that's gonna be the LG to finish it off. Xron with a 2-1. He's gonna have the game pretty soon if he manages to find a good situation for it.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but very well played nonetheless. He's finding Cypher again. Cypher needs an escaping scenario, and Xron is hitting his shots. At least one rail hit. It's not like Cypher has a huge stack, so right now he's definitely railable, and he's dead, so it's 2-2.
Barely misses the teleport, it doesn't get there in time. And Xron actually converting right off the spawn is actually taking the lead here. 5 minutes to go. Xron showing that he is a very capable player here on T7.
2 rails, impressive.
And Xron once more with a good stack, 200, 100, 200 I mean. And,
let's see.
He has a good position here.
Yeah, let's see if Cypher awakens, gains back his advantage, and goes back to rocket jumping again. I'm really curious what's he thinking right now.
Cypher, the Awakening, in the movie theaters next month.
Matinee.
Anyway, let's get back into the game here. It's gonna be red armor up right now, and I see... Yeah, Cypher is going for the drop. He's going for the steal. This is a huge steal, as Xron would have really needed that armor here. His stack is not so comfortable, and Cypher landing one of those vertical shots. Xron is actually railable now, and he can go for just the yellow armor, some of his health bubbles. Not gonna be too happy with it. Mega health is gonna be up.
That bait on red by Xron, so not worth it. It so bit him in the ass. And
yeah, he should have been there a bit earlier, so he could actually prepare for that drop. But Cypher
when
played
he realized
his cards right.
he's gonna be able to get railed, he like retreated and decided on damage, but he didn't achieve much in this attack. And right now he's paying the price. Right now, Cypher is again in the driving seat, I would say. Even though, again, let's just let Xron take that red armor. Hits a rail, so that's done.
Xron doing a very good just escaping here, but it's gonna be Cypher going around in order to deal the damage. I like that plasma hop there, just barely jumping in this jump pad area. But going up the jump pad is gonna be a suicide for sure, because you're gonna be a sitting duck when you're mid-air. That Goobus thumb didn't work by Cypher. This is Quake, you don't deal damage by hopping onto your enemies, and it's gonna be Cypher getting this next frag anyway. 3-3 tied game now. What a huge amount of plasma damage by Cypher. He's just going in and converting. He knows his opponent doesn't have the proper weaponry yet, or the armor. And he's trying to go for it again.
And he's just doing his thing right now. This is Cypher time. 3 minutes to go. 1 frag ahead. He's comfortable.
Yeah, he's comfortable, and he's gonna keep this pressure up. Just dealing the heavy damage and getting the frags as well. I mean, of course, sometimes when you play this aggressive, you are bound to make some mistakes, and your opponent has a chance to get back in the game, as Xron earlier did already. But right now, time is just running out, and 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, well,
Xron with a great steal there, but doesn't matter as Cypher lands a direct rocket right in his face.
Yeah.
That's gonna be all of that mega health burned straight away.
That was a short moment of hope for Xron.
I mean,
And
sure,
I'm
he also
afraid
denied
he,
the item, so... I mean, even though he didn't get the extra health, it's still something.
It is. It is. It is absolutely. And as I said, I admire the spirit. Nice to see him stick to his guns and play a solid match. Because even not serious Cypher is a seriously dangerous opponent. So it's just you have to bring your A game anyway. So at least he showed his skill, and that's like respect for him. That's what it's all about.
And
Maybe next month or next month he will be able to put more of a challenge to Cypher.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll have to sweat. This is how you build it, by playing situations like that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, when you play this kind of games, you get a great starting material, the demos. You can always watch the demos again and again and see what you did wrong and learn from your own mistakes. And that's, of course, the best way to learn. This time Cypher doing the rocket jump correctly. No need to drop down on the bottom level. That's where he's gonna end up anyway, because the red armor is up and Xron actually takes it. Cypher dealing heavy damage with the rocket, but that's not enough. Xron is still left with 100 health.
And to find him, this is the chance. That's gone.
That's over.
That
was the chance. I mean, did anyone have
was.
their stopwatch on to get the time for that?
Yeah, it took basically as long of a time as when between Xron taking that last mega and Cypher hitting the direct rocket to his face.
Yeah, pretty much. And,
so yeah, that was a comparable amount of time.
Cypher with a 5 frag lead in 20 seconds left. This is already Cypher's game here. And let's make a 6 frag lead. That's gonna be the GG for this best of 5, as it was already the match point for Cypher here, winning the first 2 maps. I mean, of course, there was kind of expected to get more of a one-sided match out of this when compared to the previous 7 paddle one, which was an excellent tight matchup.
Yeah, fair play to both players, of course. One did what he could, the other one did what was necessary to win, and that's fair enough.